St. Matthew's, the 5th chapter.
Yeah.
Starting at verse 16. I believe we'll only read one verse today. I want us to get into the right mind frame concerning our Father.
Yes, sir. Then you word, Lord.
Matthew's, the 5th chapter, verse 16. The Bible declares, it says, "Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." You may have your seats in the presence of the Lord. Amen. Today we're going to speak to you about your life. Church, there are many different styles of things that can bring illumination. Illumination is nothing more than bringing light.
Yeah.
Some of us choose to take what God has given us and hide it because we don't feel that our illumination matters at all.
Yeah.
I've heard people say, well, that's the job of the pastor. That's the job of the deacon. That's the job of the church mother. That's the job of the musician, and so on and so forth. They pass around what should be done to those in which they look to as being great lights. But my Bible let me know, it says that whatever your hands find to do, there is so much that we need to do as a people, but everybody wants somebody else to do what should be done. Bible tells us in Matthew's that 15th or the 5th chapter, verse 15, that it says, "Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but a candlestick, and it giveth light unto that are in the house." I remember when I was a young man, North Chicago used to have a lot of trouble with the lights going out every time it rained. Zion had the same trouble. And because this trouble would happen, our parents kept candles in the house. Candles would be in various places, cabinets somewhere where you could have easy access to them. So if the lights went out when you was in the bathroom, you knew there was a candle in the bathroom. If the lights went out when you was in the basement, you knew somewhere close in the basement there was a candle and some matches. Because these candles and matches were there. If they was not ignited and put where someone could get to them, there wouldn't be any kind of illumination when the darkness came. And some of us don't realize that God has placed us strategically in different sections in the world, that when the major light has not showed his presence, a lesser light can begin to shine and bring forth light that can keep somebody from hurting themselves. Darkness is created that people might not see what they would normally see. Darkness represents the things that are evil. The Bible declares that men love darkness rather than light because their deeds are evil. And God is looking for someone to pour illumination on the situation wherever it is, that God might get the glory. I don't know about you, but I don't consider myself as a major light. All I consider myself as a light that can be used. I'm not the the world should understand that God has commanded that we let our light shine. It did not say, let your bright light shine or let your great light shine, but it declared that all of us have to let our light shine. You might be what you consider a bench member, but you still gotta let your light shine. And the reason for the light to shine is that somebody might find a way out of the darkness. In darkness, there are occasions of stumbling, but when the light comes, there is no more occasion for stumbling. And some of us, because we really don't want to walk the straight and narrow, we find a way to lessen our light. Sometimes we allow our light to be hid altogether. We might believe that we are in the family of God, but the Bible declares if the salt has lost its Savior, wherefore is it good for? The Bible declares that it's good for nothing. And the same with light is with salt. Salt and light represents the preserving of one's body. We need to learn how to be preserved, and the only way we can be preserved is stay connected to the life source. The life source is Jesus Christ and Him crucified. And because He died for you, you gotta give yourself over to Him. It don't matter if the pastor don't shine, you still gotta shine. Somebody here gotta take up the mantle and begin to declare that Jesus still is the same today, yesterday, and forevermore. I don't care how it gets in the darkness sometimes, when you just light a small light. There's only a small amount of illumination, but I tell you, when the light comes, it removes some fear, because you know I might not can see afar off, but I can see far enough away that I might not injure myself. Today, church, the world is crying out for somebody that will shine bright enough that they might not hurt themselves. And if you take your light and you light another candle, it will not lessen your light, but it will cause your light to become greater. Have you ever seen a man light a candle with a candle? You find when he lean that candle in to the candle that ain't lit, it becomes a greater flame, because the two came together and it don't put out the light, but it brings the light, and the one becomes two, and the two can become four, and the four can become eight, and the eight can become 16. All you got to do is present your light, and God, He'll get the glory. So it says to us, church, let your light so shine before men. Too many times we want to hide what God has given us because the devil has said, you really ain't got nothing, no way. If you really was who you thought you was, God would have called you to the ministry. God would have made you a missionary. God would have made you a pastor. God would have made you a bishop. But because of your position, it does not negate